sweet.
Yowdy.
I thought I turned that off, pardon.
It's okay.
Oh,
There we are.
oh, he's all see-through.
Oh. It's crazy.
Spooky.
I'm blanking. Okay, because I know the situation that's happening with Ida. Ida is absent and is missing.
Mm-hmm.
Did AV attempt a search party? I just didn't see any of you guys today. I thought it was just standard absences because I'm blanking.
Myself and Silent, we
Was that an
started
organized
searching.
thing?
Yeah, we
Shizu
started
is currently in the
searching
graveyard.
immediately. As soon as we were able to step away
Because I know
from
Silent
medical
wasn't going to be here
duty.
today because that was an out of character absence.
Yeah. I was so at the end of the session, after all of the fighting had cleared up and all of that, and once all of the injured had been taken care of, and then Arbor immediately went and started looking around. I think we spent around 2 hours, close to, searching around Concordia. So we weren't sure if she actually was missing or if she was hiding somewhere or something was going on because we hadn't had any contact with her since partway through the.
You would have been
viewing.
ordered to be on the ship with the rest of us, more than likely.
Mm-hmm.
And since Barian was in command, technically that'd be his order.
Okay.
So if you want to be grumpy at him, be grumpy at him. But
fair warning, yes, she's very grumpy. I don't.
I'm going to toggle something off because there's several reasons behind Ida's absence, and dare I say, not all of them are in character. So it's kind of difficult to handle the situation.
Yeah. Well, and that's where I've been struggling because, quite honestly, out of character, I know for a fact that there is no way that she would willingly want to leave. But if I'm being told out of character, no, she cannot stay in Concordia and continue searching, then I have no choice but to go against what the character would want to do willingly. So I have to figure out what
because that would mean that we have to like character lock X amount of people when someone.
I mean, if I got character locked and I was told like, no,
this is not the
just
best
don't
environment.
come into the session today, then I would do that. That doesn't bother me in the slightest.
Yeah. Tragically, this is just not the best opportunity to speak on it, like while the show's running.
Yeah, unfortunately. I had been waiting on word back from Stealth, but apparently he hadn't gotten in touch with anybody, so I don't know if he's sick.
He was not available for the last meeting. He's even sick today. So he's just been killed for the last week.
All right, that's unfortunate timing then. All right.
That's really what it is. Yeah. We are reflecting on what's been presented to us. We just need time to actually try to get things.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Yeah. Okay. I will try to roll with the punches then as best I can, but I gotta
do the best
rationalize what I'm doing.
I've had Zachary and Flora approach me. Mm-hmm. I've told them quite simply that just Ida did not report to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Barian knows, is they just didn't come back. Mm-hmm. As for Ardent Vale, you guys have just been absent or stayed in, or however you deem fit.
Okay.
That's why I've played it, because I didn't want to fill in blanks that I did not fully know.
Got it. No, that's not a big deal. I'll try my best to work with it and figure out what I can do.
I know you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Most people are focusing on their, tomfoolery.
Of course. All right.
I'm going to go pass out. I'm exhausted.
Have a good pass out. Have a good rest. I'm sorry.
Take care of yourself. You're fine. Nothing to apologize for.
Okay. Alrighty, I guess, does not have my loop button. I need my loop button. Okay, loop is on. Any people searching for her? I would assume so. Loop button? It's an extension for Chrome. It's not as simple as, or it's not as good as just hitting loop, because it does like to cut off things at the very end. And sometimes at the very beginning, but sometimes that's not such a bad thing, but it works. It does what it needs to. Oh yeah. I don't think Arbor's gonna blame anyone for not knowing where she is. I think at most she's gonna be really angry that she has been given orders to return to the academy. And that she has once again, in her mind, possibly have lost another member of Ardenvale. And yet again, another person that she was incredibly close to. She cannot save anyone. Every time she tries to get close to someone, they die. Afterlight, so I suppose we're supposed to stay inside the campus.
Hi, this is Vanguard.
Actually, I know where she would be. Exactly where she would be.
I like the fog, so maybe it'd be okay if it was foggy. We learned those lessons about the wind today, and wind magic, and that was a good time. So I hope everybody liked the things today. I was Geralt the not Twitcher, Witcher. But now I'm just JB. But you put what the hell are you doing the Vanguard FM thing. So, I don't know, I guess, hi everyone, and I hope everyone's okay after the things that happened a couple of days ago. Today's Vanguard FM was sponsored by that one drink that Chips makes, because he said that if I gave him more sponsorships, he'd make sure the orange juice is back in the cafeteria. So that's our sponsor for today. Go get your Chips' juice with the fortune things that maybe will tell you to seek therapy. Our second sponsor is the punctuation question mark. because it's very super useful. Okay, that's all. I'm Jamie. Okay, bye.
Everything all right?
All clear, sir.
That wasn't my question.
All clear, sir.
Noted. I'll leave you to it then, but if you need to talk, you know where my office is.
Understood, sir.
The runes on the tree have a healthy glow. Not quite as healthy as when you started coming to the academy so many years ago, but healthier than it had been at the beginning of the year at least.
Hi. Witch's brew. It's me, Dita.
Hi.
I know it's awkward to ask like this, but are you okay? Did did Ida ever show back up?
I haven't heard anything yet.
Okay.
In the meantime, the rest of the campus is clear.
He'll be okay. She's strong.
Arbor.
Hi, Hoshi.
Hello.
Hello.
You missed Ryder and Victor and Liang and Shizu and a couple more people. They were like doing like a play, like they were acting.
I'm sorry.
Hmm?
It was very entertaining.
Oh, something was. Do you like my glamour?
Very nice, Hoshi.
Thank you. As if I was older.
An interesting concept.
What are you doing today?
Currently patrolling.
Oh. Do you need any help?
I think I have things covered for the moment. If you want to go and enjoy dinner, I would suggest it, while you have the chance. Make certain you're well fed.
Okay. By yourself.
No, the patrol's a little more lonely the way you're carrying yourself.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
So the patrol's a little more, I don't know, different. Haven't seen much of Ardent walking around recently. Any words other than what they told us briefly?
No, I don't believe so.
I don't take you for one to actually rest. Or rest properly, rather, so... What time did you end up getting back to the ship?
I don't really know. Eventually, they found us and told us we had to return his orders.
Yeah. I would have kept searching, but unfortunately I need actual sleep. My body gives out. But I was trying to track everything that looked suspicious, that wasn't a marking that I recognized as one of the creatures or one of ours. Nothing. When she doesn't want to be seen, she doesn't want to be seen. So it's kind of hard to figure out where she was, rather than... Can't really find where she was at fighting, because those creatures kind of dissolve.
She rarely leaves a trace. If ever.
Good and bad.
But thank you for trying.
Yeah, as long as I can, and I have energy. And if you get anything from the professors, let me know and I'll help you out. It doesn't matter if I'm part of Ardent or not.
And let me know if you need any repairs like I did. I blew the cylinder open on mine.
Was barely
I blame
used.
Ryder though. It was experimental.
I know.
Right.
I know people are trying things.
Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
I saw someone walk up here and I was double checking to see who it was.
Just me, sir.
What is that in the corner? I'm debating. I don't want to turn into something. I thought you were gonna step on me then.
Why did you your mind? So
What are you?
You are not dumb.
I don't know.
Oh.
I went to the dungeon too. Fucking, I cried.
I did too. I didn't know what I was gonna get into.
Oh
wait, hold on.
I'll need to go grab some more quickly.
no.
Be quiet. We're gonna be quiet.
I thought about that too. When I realized what you were,
What
I was
is
like,
going
oh
on?
my
We had a conversation.
No, because I had. Oh my god, I'm about to pull the I had a friend card. Somebody mistaken me for a rat. I was really upset by that.
of my pet.
Made a new friend.
That's nice, Hoshi.
Ooh.
Hello. I don't have arms.
Hey, Arbor.
Hi.
Albert!
I'm as confused as you are.
Hi!
Hi.
My frog.
the prophecy. Is the prophecy true? Prophecy was as follows. Go. Fortune in 3 parts. Past, the present, and the future. The past. Singular point, at both the beginning and the end, born from creation and destruction, to keep balance between them both. Walking the line, you will be their champion. The present, a metamorphosis, with only a dagger's edge holding you in place, lest you lose your balance. Poised on the brink, your future will be determined by the choices you make now. And future. Death is in your future. A schism widens deep within you, and whether it will swallow you or not will depend on death. Blech. Life, however, will be held in your hands so long as you do not pierce death's veil. I'm sorry. Yeah, me suddenly talking. Was that a thing I was supposed to see? What did I say? Does anybody know if that was something that was intentional or if I'm just seeing shit? Barrier seems to be on. Wasn't supposed to happen? I don't know, I'm just seeing shit.
I doubt she lets you walk around injured.
A full body physical checkup just in case. It might not be heart thing, but you might have something injured. We don't know until we check.
You said you had a bloody nose. Is that common?
Really you? Or is this another trick?
Am I real?
She's solid.
No, she's here. And she needs a checkup.
She needs a checkup just in case.
So I'd say take her to the infirmary.
We can have a professor present if you're uncomfortable, I guess.
I guess I'm just confused. What happened?
They're not even certain, apparently.
They took a tumble.
She says that she woke up outside of Concordia. Just outside the gates.
We searched there.
Further outside the gates. Tree line.
Do you want me to go get Professor Cassidy then, seeing as how you've already reported to him?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
What's the reason we're getting him?
He's already. They've already reported to them. We would prefer if you got a quick. We would prefer if you got a quick checkup to make sure that there is no hidden injuries that we're unaware of. If you wouldn't mind going to the medical bay.
I don't know. Come on.
You can test.
Yeah. I just... You were gone.
Really good at disappearing. When I woke up, you were all gone. At least by the time I got back to Concordia.
I happened to see them. They say that they were on one of the tall towers. One of the spirits took a swipe at them. They fell off. Woke up outside of Concordia when they came to.
Oh, okay.
I am suggesting that they get a checkup in the medical bay. Perhaps Arbor would like to perform that checkup.
Let's do a checkup. Come on.
The only thing is the time gap in it.
They said by the time they came to, Seymour had already left.
Arbor, Ida?
Okay.
Where have you been?
When I woke up, guess whatever was going on that night. Everyone was already gone by the time I got back to Concordia.
We tried finding you.
I think so. But the villages nearby Concordia are not.
Maybe you can talk about later.
I was going to say, I know people might have questions, but at least check her out at the same time, just in case something. She said he had a bloody nose, so.
Can help with anything.
I'll leave you to her.
Thank you.
Flora,
Plenty of rest if you need it.
keep eye on Paprika, please.
Paprika, you're with me. Come on.
Going to help.
I'll let you all properly handle it.
Do you remember the spell Finn cast on me and what happened?
When you disappeared.
It felt like that again. But when I woke up, it was already past dawn. And I wasn't in Concordia anymore.
You said you woke up out in the forest.
Hmm.
Okay. You said you woke up with another bloody nose, yeah? Okay. How do you feel now? Did you walk back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Want me to grab anything? Dinner was not too long ago. Probably hungry.
Yeah. You wouldn't mind?
If there's
Anything
any rice.
specific? Yeah, can do that.
So I'm just trying to wrap my head around what happened. Last we saw you, you were checking in. Then we didn't hear from you for a while. I got worried that I couldn't leave medical. They left Hannah and I there alone. We had to...
I was on one of the towers.
I saw for a while.
Observing the, I guess, what Professor Cassidy called the necromancer, moving through the slums. There was some sounds coming from below, and when I went to investigate, one of the, whatever you call them, wraith-like things, tried to come up behind me, and when I went to go dodge to attack, the only way to dodge was off the tower. Everything went black. And then it was dawn. Or I guess after dawn.
It's been 2 days.
It takes some time to get back, but while the farmsteads look okay, the villages are empty, at least the one I came across.
That's good to know, at least.
Should help ensure that he's hydrated for
throughout the night.
Empty as in
Just
devoid of life.
check in on her.
Evacuated or
Especially if he's had two. Oh, actually, if
otherwise?
he's had two of the witch's brew, then this is. Might have to wait a bit to give him that, but.
Okay. I mean, I plan to watch him or watch over him for the night, so.
I'm guessing otherwise. Otherwise, where would they evacuate to?
Ask if he's had one or two
I don't know.
potions stay. If he's had
Away
two,
from the city?
don't give him that. Hold on to it just in case, but if he has had two, then just, I guess,
We'll want to make certain the professors know this, if they don't already.
well, one, something
I ran into Professor Cassidy and administered my report.
has a lot of bread to it, and just lots to drink.
Okay. I can certainly do that.
I came in along the river line, back at the lighthouse,
Thank you.
along the sandbar, and then to the administration building.
Because those count as potions. You would give him
Thank you.
potion sickness, and then he'd be really unhappy.
Okay. Understood.
People
I think
were
so.
worried could not find you.
You should be good.
Arbor? And okay?
I think so. It's happened before.
Okay.
Is everything okay in here? Did not hear a medical bell.
Yeah, it's not an emergency. We're fine. Thank you. Be soon.
Okay. Do you need anything brought to you?
I think we're okay now. Thank you.
Okay. Understood.
And how do you feel now, your head? Any other injuries you feel? When you fell off the tower, you didn't... A fall
No,
like that would have...
everything seems to work fine. The headaches passed later the day after I woke up.
Be okay. Check just in case. Fall from heights could leave hairline fracture, maybe.
Just feel that.
Better safe than sorry.
Usually, anyways. Yeah.
Some people maybe pain tolerance so high can't tell. Actually hurt. It's Siri. Something like that.
Sure.
We can step out, will do. If make comfortable.
Sure. If you're comfortable with that. Just scared something happened to you. You don't have any signs of bruising. And your back's fine. Yeah, you look completely fine. How do you feel? Otherwise.
Tired.
It's a long walk back, yeah. So I'm not surprised there.
Plus the investigation of the village and the farmsteads I passed.
So if you want to put your jacket back on, you probably should eat a bit. Between the headache and the nosebleed, this being the second time this has happened, I can only surmise that this is something to do with your capability, whatever you want to call it. You said you don't remember anything after you fell. Until you woke up.
No. Not even hitting the ground or anything like that. It was, I stepped off, started to descend, and then blackness.
A fall like that off of a tower would have killed most people if they fell backwards, especially. Nothing to brace the fall hitting their head, their spine.
In that case, something else happened.
Andorf. They used something on you? You said there was a flash and you dodged an attack. You didn't feel anything hit you, any magic take hold of you.
It was one of those flying ones.
The large eyeballs.
Not the eyes, but not the eyeballs, but the smaller ones. The wraith-like ones.
Yeah,
it took a swipe, and as it took a swipe, I dodged backwards. As I started to descend, everything went black.
I can only guess that it's some sort of translocation. Whatever it was that you did.
But how?
Given the headache and the nosebleed, I can only imagine whatever your power is. Something perhaps you don't quite understand yet? It's hard to say for sure.
These, I know how they work. Same with I guess. Making it so I cannot be seen. I know what to think.
I guess. Then as you were falling, what were you thinking? What thoughts were going through your head as you fell? Hmm. Well, matters is you're here now. I'm just glad you're okay.
Professor Cassidy said that you were holed up in your room while these past 2 days.
My room? No. Nobody came knocking. Or if they did, I wasn't there. Just didn't want to be around people. Head hurts.
Have you been looked at by medical?
Not much to look at. Barely made use of us for fighting. Mostly focused on healing the injured who came in.
But you said your head hurts.
Well, just too many thoughts. That's all.
Are you sure it's nothing serious? No injuries? Strikes to the head?
Only thing that happened was one of the Mercmen got a hold of me, but... Oddly enough, Euphemy was actually the one to, scare it off. Tried to come from behind out of the shadows. Tried to grab me. Between them and Hoshi, they drove it off.
No injuries from that?
Didn't feel anything.
Have you had anyone take a look?
No, not really. Like I said, kind of been avoiding people.
Thank you for the meal. Can I borrow you for a moment?
Right here? Oh.
You mind giving me a checkup?
Eh? try. Oh, sorry. So, and hurting? Eh?
Yeah.
I don't want to assume what are, but would checking with the Earth's unity have might help them try feel something different. If okay with it.
I suppose.
And don't see any outward cracking or anything. When did this happen? After on Concordia?
Yeah. A day or so ago, the skin started flaking off in the back of my hand.
Did push yourself too much?
No, I was barely tired after it all. Probably could have gone on for several more hours.
Said head hurts, and that started happening after Concordia. Do you think might cause stress?
Possibly. I don't know. Never had my head hurt like that.
What happened when the pain started?
Was looking for her. Started getting pain in my chest, my shoulders, my head.
Think maybe was having a stress reaction. No, everyone was worried when Ida disappeared. Seem close.
Possibly. I don't know. Hard to tell that sort of thing.
Mm,
I don't exactly know how my physiology
If
reacts to that sort of
anything,
thing.
we can try casting and with your stone, and if it helps, we keep doing it. If not, might just need to relax more. Too much pressure causes even toughest person to crack sometimes. Emotional damage and trauma are just as bad as physical. So, could only imagine being important, like self. Too much stress.
I mean, it's not the first time I've lost someone close to me.
Loss is hard. So, could be just a reaction to thought of losing again. But just try relax for now. Spend time with friend. I can clean up here, if anything. And we'll talk more about how we might be able to help headaches later.
Sure.
Just relax for now. Okay?
But if are okay,
I'll clean up here.
check during night. But if do, we will come check
Hmm.
front.
think both just need relax for a little bit. Eat and a good rest.
Thanks.
Leave alone now if need. Try and be here best possible.
It's been 2 days.
It's almost all gone, but thank you.
How are you two?
It does not appear I have any physical injuries.
All right.
We both check out.
I suppose that technically answers my question. Genuinely, though.
What happened is inexplicable.
Something like it happened once before, but we still don't know why it happened.
What the mess with Concordia?
No.
The blacking out and waking up somewhere else.
I see.
It's happened once before, a while back.
What happens when you wake up?
When everyone found me that last time.
She disappeared for several minutes. Ryder, I believe, found her behind Crystal Thorn's dormitory. She disappeared while she was in the stadium, though. She was supposed to have been inside of a barrier, and yet she somehow escaped it.
I see. And do any of the other professors know?
About the other time?
In general about your blackout spells.
I assume it's in my medical records.
It's been noted down, but we didn't have an explanation for it then, and I know I don't have an explanation for it now.
Is anyone looking into it?
Doing my best, sir.
No one's able to explain this.
Well, that is skill. Just a different kind. I guess the question is, do you want anyone to look into it, why you're having these blackout spells, and do you think it's tied to what you can do?
I don't know. I know what to imagine, I know what to think. To make things appear. Well, that's different.
Oh, so
This is normal. This is not normal.
This
is not how it worked
aura
before.
going. Yeah, there's a aura going up your arm almost.
It's not how it's supposed to work.
Not how it's supposed to, or just different?
I visualize the buckler I trained with back in Abagua. Well, that's how it works. This whole thing on my arm. That's never been part of it.
So far, that's the only thing that's different.
Oh. What was the other thing?
Which one?
Other thing.
The other weapon. It's larger than any of the other ones.
Besides,
I've never trained with one.
and yet you seem to be able to create one. And you can only create weapons you trained with.
And that's how it's worked. This isn't the only thing, though.
Yeah.
When that happened, I let something else out in my head, I guess. And the bandits were slower, sluggish. I don't. I can only describe it as letting something out. But I don't want to let it out on any of you.
I see. And we'll save that for, I suppose, a rainy day when we need to use it. Just so I can see what you mean.
The only guess that
Professor Nisha knows about some of it.
The only guess that I can make is that this capability of hers is getting stronger, and parts of it are changing.
That would probably be the most likely theory. When you let this thing out, is that when the thing started changing?
This thing.
I guess in general.
This is new. But I haven't been in a situation where I've had to pull out my buckler. Until Concordia, it's been relatively quiet.
I remember, if memory serves, Nisha mentioning something about wanting to help you. She didn't go too far into it.
What she said is they're trying to find a specialist, I suppose. But if I can't cast even Lumos, is this conjuration?
If you can't cast spells, then the theory is your mana pool, or you either, well, I would say you have no mana, but I'm pretty sure you would. I'm not really into mana theory, but you can't cast spells, but you can do that.
The mana potions have never
Chance
helped with
might
her.
not. Well, then I wouldn't call that magic. Whatever that is potentially something different, definitely out of the realm of my expertise. But still interesting, to say the least. Especially since anything happened in Concordia, did you get into a situation because that place was crawling with whatever the hell those creatures were? Did you get into a position where you might have had to release whatever you have
No,
to
I
defend
was
yourself?
keeping to the perimeter of our secure structure. Scouting it. I didn't go into Concordia proper like I sort of wanted to. Scout around, gather intel on where these things were, but instead I kept to the perimeter. Taking to the rooftops, taking to the towers.
I was Honestly, probably for the best, because when I was sent out with Vanguard, I almost died. I was ambushed. I had to buy Vanguard time to get civilians back. Those things swarmed quickly, and that giant skeletal beast was flying and nearly killed me. It was the best that you decided to do that.
I don't even remember a skeletal beast. Just the approach of the thing shooting the green light.
As when that thing got closer, that's when this... The best way I can explain it is it was kind of like a horse, but made to be some kind of serpent. Black clouds surrounding it, spewing out black smoke from its mouth.
Was the necromancer taken out?
Yeah, we killed it. Unless it was... As far as we know, it was a necromancer, but it was powerful. I don't think we can rule out that it couldn't have been a lich, but I didn't get a good look at it, and I wasn't about to ask it questions. To my knowledge, it stayed dead when we killed it.
Any markings, belongings?
Not that I could see. I think it had a scythe, but that was about it. It was shooting. Hell, it caught me in the face with one of its beams. And then I drove my scythe through its gut, but...
It seems too much to be something just from the weakening veil.
Yeah, most of those creatures were probably from weakening of the veil, unfortunately being controlled, taken advantage of, hence why it was probably gathering the bodies. That way when the veil returned to normal, it had its own personal army after the fact. Whether it was...
If it was affiliated with the Dark Order.
We... probably can't rule that out. Because it was certainly powerful, especially for the things it controlled. Hell, it damaged my scythe. Ryder could have. I think Augusta was also up there with me. Maybe Liang. A lot of it. I think Rana was too. When the thing decided to jump off its fucking building, we swarmed it. Lashed out at it. Sliced and tore at it.
We'll need to gather them over the oncoming days, and while the memories are relatively fresh, any strange runes, markings. Get Professor Mimir involved. The Dark Order uses a specific script, from what I've seen.
Alright. Just to make sure it's not... If it was just some souped up necromancer. I'd rather it be that than the Dark Order.
Well, the question is if it was just Solo necromancer. To what end? What were their goals? To get bodies, sure. But to get bodies for what?
Yeah, especially if it cleaned out a village before attacking Concordia, and it was taking all the people it killed in Concordia. What was it gathering bodies for?
That's what makes me think the Dark Order is involved.
Is a strong possibility. What about you, Arbor? How are you?
I really didn't see that much fighting, so.
I mean, how are you? How are you feeling? Because I'm genuinely concerned. I've been out unconscious, in and out, 2 days. I didn't know about Ida until Ida came up to me. And I can't help but notice your hand.
I'm relieved that my friend is back. And she's not dead.
Yeah, you and me both. We'll say there is something in that I realized before when I fought. I was a man with nothing to lose. And if you're someone with nothing to lose while you fought, eventually you just have nothing to fight for, so why continue fighting? I was taken down to my knees in those streets. I was convinced I was gonna die. But hey, I did my job. I got Vanguard back to the shelter. They were safe. But then I realized something. I was afraid. Never been afraid to die before. And then that's when I realized something again. I went from a man with nothing to lose to a man with something to lose. What I'm saying is, you tend to fight harder if you got something to lose, something to fight for. From what I can tell, you two have a pretty strong bond. I have no doubt. And as long as you two fight for each other, I don't think anything can kill you that easily. Believe me, I've seen my fair share of battles. I've seen people just give up. Hell, there was a time where I almost gave up many years ago. But I guess the old ramblings of a old man is don't give up on each other.
We don't have the luxury to give up. Not here.
didn't think you did. But whether you have the luxury or not, sometimes the things that go bump in the night, life, whatever you want to call it, can beat you down until you're on your hands and knees, asking for it to finish you off. Been there.
That's exactly how it works.
As long as you pull yourself back up to your feet. You don't got anything to fear. And despite what some people believe, others give you that reason to continue to get up. That's all I'm trying to say. Oh, get out of your hair. I just wanted to make sure you two were all right, because I was very concerned. And if you remember anything, write it down and you can turn it to me in the morning. I want you to get some rest. I want both of you to get some rest. No patrols. You both need it. I'll take over your patrols. That way you can rest easy.
Understood, sir.
Now I will see you all in the morning. I gotta go find a weapon out of the arena. Until I can repair Stola.
I guess I'm going to bed.
You said you were tired. It'd benefit you to get some rest.
No patrols for either of us.
No. I was scared. I suppose it feels a bit silly now.
Why? Would it be silly?
Well, at first, I thought something had happened to you, that you were gone for good. Dead somewhere. Find your body somewhere. Every time we go out, I always have to remind myself that you're stronger than that. You'll find a way.
Feeling that way isn't unreasonable. Normal. What it is.
I was just afraid I'd lost you.
I don't know if my chicken will ever last that long, so that's why I'm taking it. It may be a chicken and an ass and a dick to start.
Sorry for making you worry.
I'm sorry we couldn't find you.
Odd place to leave that.
Wasn't me. I don't think Hannah drinks it.
Mason?
He doesn't drink coffee either.
Seems clear.
rest well then, I guess. Well, I'll be up if you need me.
No patrols.
Yeah, no patrols.
You know where I'll be.